Hi everyone, welcome back to the FI Journeyman's YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll be covering the distributions on Yieldmax ETF funds this week and some of the funds I've personally invested in. So, yesterday morning on July 16, Yieldmax announced the latest distributions for their funds, their Group B funds, which is the Group B ETFs listed in this uh, Excel sheet over here. So let's take a closer look. So you can see that there's quite a lot of funds that have their distributions payable for this week. So I'm not going to go through everything because I don't invest in every fund listed over here. I personally only invest in ULTY, NVDY, and PLTY over here in the Group B uh, list of ETFs. So in addition to that, I also invested in MSTY. And in a previous video, I covered on the possibility of retiring with 100K invested in option incomes ETFs such as UMAX funds. And in today's video, I'll be going through some of the distributions that were payable this week, and also I'll run through some of the actual numbers I have in my Excel sheet to give you guys a real life example of how much option income distributions I'm receiving. So let's zoom in on the first fund that I'm invested in, which is ULTY, the UMAX Ultra Option Income ETF. So for this week, they are paying $0.1, which is 10 cents worth of distribution. And for this particular fund, it is payable weekly. The next one that I'm invested in is NVDY. NVDY is the NVIDIA Option Income Strategy ETF that is payable every 4 weeks. So the distributions do fluctuate, and for this round of distribution, we are getting approximately $1, and it is payable also this week. And to be exact, it's tomorrow. Tomorrow is the 18th of July. Today is the X date. 17th July is the X date of the Group B ETFs. And lastly, we have PLTY. PLTY is the Palantir Option Income Strategy ETF, and they are paying $2.56 for this week. And similar to NVIDIA, Option Income ETF, NVDY, for PLTY, it's payable every 4 weeks. So let's take a look at the amount of distributions that I'll be getting through investing in all these funds. So I have compiled Excel sheet over here for easy reference. So I currently have 400 shares of NVDY at an average cost of $16.41, and that gives us the invested amount of approximately $6,500. So the current price of NVDY is 16.87. However, this may not be the exact value because the price do fluctuate from uh, time to time. So we just take it as a reference. So previously I was having holding on to 150 shares. So I in the previous distributions, NVDY is paying 67 cents, and I'm getting a amount of $100, and after the 30% withholding tax for non-US residents, I'm receiving $70.56 USD. And for this time, pay date is tomorrow. I will be receiving this amount, which is the amount that we saw just now, approximately $1. And this time I have 400 shares, so that gives me $411. And after 30% withholding tax, I'll be getting $287 worth of distributions for this month. So the total distribution I'll be getting so far since my time invested in NVDY is 358 US dollars, and alongside with the capital gain, the small capital gain over here, the total NVDY P&L is a positive $538. Moving on to PLTY, I have 140 shares of PLTY at an average cost of $66.38, and I am receiving $2.56 for this distribution. So I multiply that by 140 shares. Total I'll get $358, and after 30% withholding tax, I'll be getting $250. Previously, I've also been holding a PLTY. So this is the previous distribution. Add all together, I'll be getting a total distribution amount $387, and that gives me a total PLTY profit of $422, inclusive of the small capital gain over here. Yep. So basically for this month, MVDY, we'll be getting this net amount 287, and for PLTY, the net amount that we're getting is about $250. Let's move on to the next option income ETF that I'm having, which is the ULTY, Ultra Options Income Strategy. So this time we'll be getting approximately 10 cents, and currently I have 2,800 shares, so that gives me a gross amount of $289. And after 30% withholding tax, I'll be getting $202 for this week. And since this fund pays every week, I'll be expecting to receive around this amount of money every week as well. But I do have some plans to increase my allocations in ULTY, so I should be expecting to receive even more distributions for ULTY next week. Yep, so this is a quick video on the amount of option income distributions that I'll be getting for this week, and I'll continue to keep track of this on a weekly basis, and I will update you guys on the progress. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video today, and do let me know if you have any questions on this option income ETF, and I'll try my best to answer you. With that, I'll end off today's video. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.